In the city, I know that it's kill or be killed. Eat or be ate, snake to be snake. I walk all alone, but I'm clutching my jerk, cause I know they ain't right and I know that they fake. And I'm trying to tour, but I know that these niggas be snitching and pointing me out to the jakes. When I gun at a nigga, I don't aim for his waist. I'ma make sure he hit and stand over his face. Now they take that they mad cause they don't got no case in this first 48 and they ain't got no leads. While me and Lil Bro, we back smoking on trees. When you break down the wood, with that bitch down with lean. When I'm smoking your partner, I turn to a fiend. I ain't throwing the doobie, I'm facing the weed. When I'm smoking your partner, I turn to a fiend. I ain't throwing the doobie, I'm facing the blunt. No cap, let hummus some rents. When it's time to go kill, while black on the hunt. We do shit our movies, but this ain't a stunt. Wrong move, turn this bitch to a scene. I high off the shrooms and I mix it with beans. Wide awake, seeing shit from my dreams. Moving slow cause I'm full of the lean. Catch the boy lacking, turn here to some green. I'ma tell you the truth, I'm high as a bitch. I'm a lot to the judge cause I'm never asleep. I'm rapping and trapping till I'm old and rich. I'ma buy me some land and duck off with my bitch. Tryna sort out my price and get found in the ditch. With a face full of maggots, a hat full of mud. I don't care what you reppin', don't call me your blood. Put in work for the set, they gon' die by the cuz. Tryna get up your name, you gon' die by some bugs. I was just in the trenches, I know where I was. All it take is one Drake, man, them bitches went wild. I was down on my dick, I just still in our car. I'll pop a few bosses to send me to Mars. When I woke up at jail, I had to take a little pause. You a change on your gang, I'll die for the cause. No cap, I'ma die for the cause.
Get back a motherfucker.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's almost the afternoon. You are in the Sonia Quarters on this good Monday for the third episode of Slump Knows. Okay. And this episode, okay, let me find it. This episode, y'all get your pens, get your paper, get your pencils, because we talking insurance policies, okay? Now, if y'all just bear with me 1 minute, Slump, you want to say hey while I pull up this extra, some music for him real quick?
Good afternoon. I would say good morning, but good afternoon to everybody. Salute to my family in the Sonia Quarters, both the killers and the goddesses in here. Salute to the sector. This is another segment of inspiration to fatten your pockets and give you some direction. Hopefully, what I give to y'all today will give you some guidance into an option that will possibly make your lives, your kids' lives, or any lineage that is connected to you a bit more peaceful and a bit more financially sound for anything that will happen in the future. Just like with anything else, this is an investment that will ultimately assist at some point in your future, because again, it's insurance, just like any other type of insurance, whether it's health insurance, property insurance. We're going to go into a profitable side of insurance that I know my people may not know about, that is lucrative to you. And I want to bring and shed light onto it to see if you didn't know about it, now you do. And if you could take advantage, the sooner the better. So hang tight for a brief moment. I know everybody is here or nor there, all around. Let me see. Excuse me.
And we are live on Twitch. We are live on Facebook and YouTube. Slump, because, man, I need my people to get this. I be needing them to get this work.
Man, hold up. I appreciate the reach. So hopefully I can reach somebody abroad. So we
Now,
gonna
I
make we
want
gonna
to play Gator Main Northside, but it ain't pulling up. I looked that up and it's saying Kiss My Soda Cracker.
look up Gator Main Kitchen Ken. It's a new volume. that he's starting to put out. He got a 2 or 3 verses
Okay,
on
I got it.
Superstore. Yeah. Shout out to Gator Main from Highland Hills. That's a part of the cliff. Definitely a legend. That's inspiration. I've listened to this dude back when I was in the trap. And definitely along with him and other folks is inspiration. So let's start out with him.
Let's go.
I just murdered my co-defendant. Niggas shot at me. It's not a motion picture. Niggas follow me without no social media. I put you niggas on the poster immediately. Today my itinerary. Help your mama write into obituary. Candy cut this apple over elderberry. I'm a boss and you a muscle citizen. I grew up in that skiffy cliffy. Out of pretty bitches. They get jiggy with me. Hollin' illy and niggas get ignorant with me. We a giants and you niggas itty bitty. Niggas tell me to chill a minute. I was crippin' when you was the titty sitting. Fuck a bitch with no intermission. You a copycat. I'm a limited edition. All my life it was pain and agony. A key in my back like a charger battery. Used to jump off a dirty mattress. Now we using them for target break. Nigga said I was falling back a bit. I won't take a knee like a Colin Kaepernick. Yappa bullets be smooth as satin. You can beat if we ever run out of ammunition. Niggas wanting me dead and buried in a satin casket, but this can't be happening. You gon' think I was rocking on colors when I come and shoot up your family gathering. While the paramedics take your body off, we gon' follow you and blast with the animals. On my block in the third sandals, Lamborghini flies in a pterodactyl. You gon' make me point a barrel at. Billy sicker than the heroin. I'm carrying an automatic. Apparently they got stand to be a dancing the nerve. I'm sick of spraying at you lepers. I think I might go and bulletproof the rap. I'm sick of playing with you bastards. I put a hole in one like it's the map. I got a bitch that look like Iggy to make me a reservation of the Christ. Silly shit can really miss me. I might put a loaded 50 to your twist. My bottle bitch is really something. Said pussy and got a bump in the oven. Get money like a Philip Drummond. Get money like I'm on town to sell money. My exotic go for 13.50, but you can go get the loaf for sell money. Get your can't get high and get the munchies. If you got a plate, then I'm the one to run it. Fell in low with 85 cousins. It's 442 with Ruchies all up under it. Niggas wanna air me for my jewelry. Bitch, I like out his air and opportunity. I'm from the Highland Hills community. Bitch, I'm daring you to fool me. I dare interfering with my coonery. Usually, bitch, you hit her with the tool. Put some niggas in my city that I want me dead and buried. This is cool.
Yeah. So if y'all can't tell, man, we giving y'all some real game, man. Some corporate game with a hood tone. You ain't never learned like insurance like this before. You ain't never learned about no insurance like this before, man. Let's go. I feel like I gotta change my tone after hearing Gator, man. You know what I'm saying? I
I'm
feel
just
like I got
saying
to
though.
talk to the people, man. Yeah, man. I
Yeah.
have my professional voice on. Let me just bring it on home, be more realistic. I want to reach the people. The people who usually don't get insurance. You know they say we go fund me burials, y'all. We got to do better, y'all. The only certainty in life, y'all, is death, man. Every living thing shall die. Why not be covered? Why only
Most
have enough
definitely.
coverage to pay for a burial and a hole in the ground?
And that's real, sis. That's real. I mean, I see it too many times where, our people are having to put GoFundMe's up to try to take care of someone's final business, final expenses. And we just got to be more responsible for our seeds and our people that are around us. A lot of times it's just because we don't know. And people, it's our responsibility to know. So, with that being said, I'm going to go off into it on why you should have, if not stern life insurance, why you should have some type of policy on yourself. Tell a little story about myself. I've said this before in previous lives. Unfortunately, my people had multiple policies on me. I literally had 7 policies on me before I turned 15. Is that a good thing? Yeah, that's a good thing and a bad thing. You can fall
Damn,
on
they
that.
wasn't expecting you to make it.
You can fall on that double-edged sword how you want to, but it's a reality check. Mind you, it had a lot to do with my environment, what I was involved in, and of course, how my people saw what they've been through, they went through when they was of my age, or what they were going through at the same time as me raising me and being around me. And unfortunately, it is what it is. It could have been a worse situation where I ain't have shit. And if I was not to be here and God was to call me home prematurely, uh, to us humans, but on time for him, let me correct that. It would be a situation where my family could have been putting out a GoFundMe, or it could have been worse. They could have just been donating my body to science. And what that means is, y'all, a lot of our people, just in general, I ain't even gonna say our people, I'm gonna just say a lot of us, when there isn't a way or any funds to prepare final business, you don't have nowhere to bury your people. You have the only choice you have is to donate that body to science. That term means you're basically just giving that loved one's body to the system, to the hospital, to science. They say to science because, okay, now I can do what I want with, well, they can do what they want with your body and disposing of it. Whether that is liquefying your body, using your remains as fertilizer, whether it's taking your organs and using your organs that are salvageable and intact to someone that needs it as a donor, or whether it's just basically just incinerating your body. But again, that's a whole nother lie. Um, let's go into insurance policies. And for my people that might be like, what is an insurance policy? What does it do? What does it take care of? What is the benefit for me on what I need to do with it? And what is it for? Um, um, Life insurance policy in general is a mechanism used to put money and invest into to insure, mainly for uh, hospice, for burying you and finalizing your final expenses, whether it's paying your debt off that you might have left behind, purchasing a plot at the cemetery, funeral services, inserting your body into the ground, and prep of your plot thereafter. Um, Life insurance policies generally fall into 2 major categories, which is term, which is temporary, permanent, which is lifelong. No, not yet, sis. You can hide all that, not yet. Um, Again, 2 major categories: temporary and permanent. Term and permanent, which is temporary and lifelong. That includes whole, universal, variable, and final expense policies. Now, these policies provide financial protection to beneficiaries upon the policyholder's death, as I just stated, with some accumulating cash value in some of those options, while others offer flexible premiums. That's what you pay each month. Or in the case of term insurance, simple, affordable coverage for a specific set time period. Which, again, let's give the definition of each one. Term life insurance. That's first. That's the one everybody gets, whether some jobs will pay for your term life insurance coverage for free. Others offer you a provider where you can pay so much out of your paychecks, etc. But term life insurance provides coverage for a specific period, whether it's 10, 20, and 30 years. It typically is more affordable and straightforward, suitable for covering temporary needs like mortgage or until children are grown. And then also you have the, excuse me, a set insurance policy that is set for the hospice situation, just in case, okay, you're about to pass, but you're passing slowly and you need assistance with taking care of your physical needs, whether it's bathing, health, home health aid, all of that good stuff is instilled in that too. You got what they call whole life insurance. Now, whole life insurance is a type of permanent life insurance that lasts your entire life, and it provides fixed premiums and a guaranteed death benefit. That's the part that takes care of your final business when you pass, alongside a cash value component that grows at a guaranteed rate. You got universal life insurance. That's a permanent policy with more flexibility than whole life, allowing you to adjust your premiums and death benefits as your financial situation changes. And it also includes a cash value component. That is where we're going to put an asterisk at, and then we're going to come back to that. You got variable life insurance, which also is a specific type of permanent policy with an investment component, which allows the cash value component to be invested in the stocks, bonds, or money market funds. That's right there is a secondary option to have also. We want to look at these because these is what's going to benefit you and yours in the future in some shape, form, or fashion. Then you got your final expense insurance, which is a type of permanent insurance designed specifically to cover end of life expenses such as funeral costs and medical bills, just as I stated previously before. You got a lot of those companies that you might see throughout the day on television or ads on TikTok or YouTube, etc., that offer that, just the death benefit, the final expense insurance, which is death insurance. And then you got guaranteed issue life insurance, which is a type of whole life insurance for seniors or people with health conditions which do not require medical exam or health questions. Now, this is one of those type of insurances that you might you might want to get on your mom or dad, depending on what age they are. If they hadn't had insurance in the past, you want to grab a policy. Okay, now he's 55. I see that he's smoking cigarettes regularly, or something happened. He might have had a stroke or something like that, and you just want to make sure you have coverage without all the hassle of an insurance company wanting to know all of your business, giving the arm and the leg and all that good stuff. You could just go through and get a guaranteed issue life insurance from an insurance company that will, again, give you that insurance policy for your loved one that might have a health issue or your elders, so to say. And then you got joint life insurance that covers two lives, often couples under one policy, which can pay out upon the first or the second death. So that is the joint life insurance. It's mainly for your married people or your long-term relationships that want to make sure that you want to make sure your husband, you want to make sure your wife, your long-term partner have coverage whenever something happens. And the joint life insurance policy, that'll give you a discounted way of getting a policy with both of y'all being covered without having to get separate policies on each end. So those are the main categories of each policy that is mainly out there that you want to take a part of. Those are the only options that are out there. Now, just like we spoke last week, there's different parts that you might want this. You could customize your own plan or get with an insurance agent that is certified in your state to inform them, hey, I want coverage that's going to cover this. This is my situation. What is the best option for me? I would like to have this, and this. And they're going to guide you into the best option, customized policy for your for your situation. Now, with all that said, I'm gonna cover two things real quick. You have the term cash value, which is the savings component in a permanent life insurance that grows on a tax deferred basis. And then you have your participating versus non participating policies, which your participating policies are those that are paying out pay dividends based on the company profits, while the non participating policies don't. It's like claused out in that's like a sub clause in what policy you get. That might be an option that you might be able to have with the company. That's an extra benefit with the company that you go through for the insurance or not. You may or may not have that advantage or that benefit. And then you have renewable terms. Renewable terms is a policy that allows you to renew coverage for an additional term without a new medical exam through premiums, through though premiums may rise. That's part of the values for those. You might get a 10-year policy. The 10 years might be up on that policy, and you might want to extend it a little bit further. Well, some policies will allow you to extend that. However, your premium may go up due to that. And again, you're going to want to find that out prior before you pay into any money with a specific agent that's in your state, because they're
So
going to
is
let you
that
know
like getting penalized because you didn't die early enough?
pretty much.
Okay,
Yeah.
just checking.
Yeah. Or it could be a service fee for the company and for your agent not explaining things or further explaining what the total benefit of it. So let's zone in on that, because that is an issue that with agents. It can be categorized as malpractice if an agent is not guiding you in the right direction, which, by the way, they can lose their license and accrue fines and jail time if they do things the incorrect manner, in a predatory manner. So let me put that out there too, because these insurance agents have to abide by guidelines per the state that they're licensed in. And there are strict procedures and guidelines for them to prevent them from misusing their clients and the public. Because insurance, as we all know, are gangster as it can fucking get. I mean, I know people that have paid in the policies for years, and then somebody don't somebody don't pay the
Somebody
policy
died, they got a
premium.
$300 policy. They put in $15,000 and they only getting 300 back when it's time to collect.
You have that situation. You also have the situation where we might pay into a policy for 5 years. Something happens, and we don't pay in that policy no more. It's the insurance agents. It's the insurance agents and the company that they're with. It's their responsibility to notify you and let you know, hey, your policy is about to expire. What's going on? Give me a call at such and such, such and such. For those real good insurance agents, they're going to come by and pay you a visit so they can see you and let you know that something's going, hey, you need to pay this premium for you lose all this money. They're supposed to do that. They're supposed to notify you. It could be by mail, by recorded call, text, however. But a good agent is gonna come see you, come knock on your door.
Absolutely.
Um, while we on that note, when we as a people are dealing with any type of aspect of business, it is always better to deal with someone you can see, not someone. So the best way to explain it is like this. Would you rather your child go to a college that has a class of 15,000 kids in the classroom, or would you rather have them be in a class where they have 4 or 5 individuals in the classroom?
I'll take 4 or 5.
Exactly. Why would you want them in there 4 or 5?
Because then the teacher can give them more a little more attention to detail to what their learning patterns are, where their obstacles are, so they can better teach them. If you got
Exactly.
a lot of people, then it's no interpersonal communication. It's just a streamlined process.
Exactly. You want to deal with somebody that knows you, that knows your situation, and know how you move. It's that important when you're dealing with this coverage, because if they don't know how you move, they are not going to be able to provide you with the best option that's going to benefit you. It's the same thing like we say with these judges and these judges giving you life sentences. You got your people going to the judge and you want the judge to, give them a second chance, but they can't really relate to you. They're not from the hood. They're not from your environment. Let me take the hood part out of it. Let me generalize it. They're not from your life. They haven't wore your shoes, so they don't understand how that person might have felt doing whatever they did to get them in trouble. So
And
that's
bro,
where
you
you
don't
get.
have to. Let me tell you, you don't have to do that no more because in business, this is business, and we are we have a target audience, right? We
Yeah.
educating the people, man, that don't know, that don't
hmm
know. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So yeah, when it
hmm
comes to that, they not in our environments. They not growing up in the south side of the hoods, man. They not growing up with family from the 30s and 40s that only knew a certain way to teach us because of the environment that they grew up in. So yeah, you ain't gotta politically correct it, but keep going.
And let me add to it. It could be vice versa too. You can have a judge from the hood, made their way out the hood, went to law school, all that made good of themselves, and they could be trying or about to submit judgment on a individual who's been spoon fed their whole life. It's vice versa, and they might feel
Dig
some
it,
type of
dig
way
it.
toward that person.
Yeah.
In prejudice. Then, of course, they're not going to express that, but I'm just saying it happens vice versa, which is more important for you to deal with people that you can see, relate to. Hey, I am a person, I am not a corporation. Because a corporation is only fine and tuned to profits and losses. That's it. They could care less. Mind you, when something happens, they're going to go above and beyond to investigate before they give you any money. So, with that being said, you need, and it's very imperative that you do exactly what you need to do in the very beginning. Make sure that you're comfortable with your agent first, and then ensure that they are guiding you in the right direction. And before you even go to that agent, make sure you're going to an agent that represent a reputable company with the most benefits. And before you even go to the agent that works for the company with the reputable benefits, make sure you do due diligence yourself and you know what you're looking for. Do research on your own life and how you have your own life built and how you move personally, and know what's going to benefit you in your motion. You don't want to get a policy that's not going to benefit you at all. I mean, you don't want to go to an insurance company and purchase pet insurance and you ain't got no pet. Waste of money. These are just examples However, this is how I'm getting y'all on the same page is what I'm doing. It's that serious is what I'm saying. Because it happens all the time. How many times have y'all heard where you've had somebody or heard somebody have insurance from their job or been paying in the insurance so long and they pass, but all of a sudden the only thing is when it's time to go get them buried and handle their final expenses, they've been paying in the wrong policy. For example, I've had a number of friends of mine, both male and female, whose family thought that they had coverage when they were paying in an accidental death insurance, thinking that it was whole life insurance or term life insurance or permanent insurance. No, accidental is only paid if an accident happens to you and it causes loss of life, which back in the day used to be the main policy that was pushed by people out there to get that type of coverage, just to cipher money away from the people. That was a predatory practice that is now frowned upon, that caused a number of laws to be passed and more stricter structure for these insurance companies. But the damage is done now. The damage is done now. So please be aware, be mindful of what you are getting into, because this is a major decision, just like you purchasing your first home, you purchasing your first car. It is just as important, just as important. So now that I've explained to y'all the definitions of all of the policies that are known out there to us, I'm going to go into the policy that we need to pay attention to, the one that I am involved in, which is the cash index universal life insurance. Before I go into the slideshow that my sis have blessed me with, thank you to her. I'm gonna cover just a few more things, just generalized, and it might sound like I'm repeating myself. Um, However, it's me repeating myself basically. So yeah, I know how Trump. Y'all know how Trump, when he gives his speeches, he repeats keywords twice. Well, that's a psychological thing. However, it's used for you to remember that part. What the okay. I'm just saying though, it is psychological. So let me run by this real quick before I get to the slideshows. Now, the most affordable life insurance policies that are out there are universal life and guaranteed universal life policies. They offer the lower premiums and lower cash growth. Now, for immediate affordability, though, some permanent cash value policies are available starting at around maybe 125, depending on the age and the coverage. Uh, Whole life insurances with smaller death benefits, such as the final expense insurance that we covered earlier, often starts around maybe $10 to $40 a month. Colonial Penn is a big one. You see that commercial all the time, and you got the granny up there, or you might have Papa up there talking about Colonial Penn. They have popular options for seniors, while it's a better value through traditional smaller face amounts. Whole life policies are for the younger adults, us. Now I've covered what final expenses are, but they are often around. A lot of people like to get it around 10K. I've seen this as much as like 30K, because by my knowledge, I'm sure it's gone up a little bit now, but I know I want to say a year ago, I know personally it was around 10K up there in North Carolina. Um, now, with that being said, you got guaranteed acceptance whole life, which is $10 a unit for the seniors. And it also build a modest cash value too. See, there's different sub policies that you could look into that will grab a lot of people's attention. However, your agent is gonna let you know whether you need to get this or that. However, I want you to know once you hear these word key terms again, you're gonna know, okay, I know what that is. I understand what that is, and I get it. Does it fit me if I got two kids that are 15, 16, or does it fit me if I'm trying to take care of my grandmother that's at Brentwood nursing home, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Um, as far as the cash value, let me go back over that again. Northwestern Mutual is the best provider for cash growth, but it's expensive. I had Northwestern Mutual. I was paying $16.50 a month. This is before the feds. I'm not gonna go into that again, but put my story with before the feds. You'll understand. Um, I'm through. I'm through playing with you, sis.
I was just trying to work your, I'm behind the scenes. I'm producing. I'm producing.
Oh, I can tell your ass is just waiting to push that goddamn button, boy. I ain't tripping. Get down,
I
sis.
actually
Get
just
down.
started adding this as you talking.
I know it. That's why. Yeah, I know it. That's why. That's why I'm like, oh, she wait. I know she got some shit to push over there. I'm bracing myself. But another good company that is good to go with is Globe Life. Now, my T Jones had Globe Life when she was living. Globe Life actually does a lot of advertising. You might get advertisement from them in the mail, just like Gerber. Gerber is good at advertising, sending shit and advertisements in the mail. But Globe Life is the cheapest for whole life face amounts, whole life insurance face amounts. They're about 130 to 150 a month, a lot more manageable. Um, and then, of course, you got State Farm. State Farm, we all see State Farm on TV and commercials and all of that. They are the most reliable. And when I mean reliable, they're more reliable. They base their commercials off of always being there, and they literally are. They literally are, and they're one of the biggest and hugest out there. You'll see. I'm pretty sure there's and I know I ain't exaggerating on this, but I'm pretty sure that there's a State Farm agent in every city, every town there is on the face of this planet. I'm pretty sure there is. So you got Northwestern Mutual, which is most popular for the best cash value growth. You got Globe Life, which is one of the cheapest, and then you got State Farm, which is the reliable. So they're just putting them out there. There may be others out there like Lincoln and Northwest. What's that? Lincoln Mutual. You got other ones. You got other ones that are out there also. Um, Now I'm gonna do a little doxing of my situation. And I'm just putting it. I'm gonna put it out there so you can understand. Because again, I'm not putting nothing out here that I ain't done or am doing or restructuring now. Before the feds, again, mind you, this I had $1 million life insurance policy on me, and the cost per month, I told you what it was, but it was a meal ticket. Now, it, I want to dive into the
Now,
different
excuse me,
coverages.
but on a policy that large, you couldn't just sign some papers, right? You had to go through something else, right?
Examinations.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I had to go through examinations, given my insurance, what they call it. It's a CCL. I forgot, it's a different name now, but it was a CCL something. But it's basically giving them authorization to uh, go into my accounts, and pretty much ensuring that I ain't doing any illegal wink wink, money laundering and shit, pretty much shit like that. Even though I did lie about a few things, but yes, you got to go through a lot. I had to go through a examination, a physical, and matter of fact, I had to go through a physical through my primary care doctor. uh, Back then I had to find one because we don't go to the doctor as black folks. So I had to go find a primary care doctor, make him my primary doctor, and then she had to do a physical for me. And then also the insurance company will refer you to a doctor to do the same deal. It's pretty much like that second opinion shit when um, you go and get diagnosed with cancer, you would get referred to somebody. It's similar to that. However, the insurance company that I was going through, I got to go through their verified people. That way they can trust, hey, this is my doctor. I trust what they say. Everything this is going on. This is my CPA. They're certified within my network. They're going to go over your numbers. They're going to insure, blah, 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 and all that other thing. They basically have a whole team. They literally sent out a social worker. They sent out a social worker just to come out and look at my house, see my situation with my kids. I mean, yeah, it's pretty extensive. Now, I don't know if they still do that now, but then they did. They was very extensive. And you got to understand that these insurance companies has an interest in this as well. They don't want to. They don't want to pay out no money. Believe me, believe you me. They want to be able to maximize their profits and not give no money to nobody. I mean, literally. All they have to do is find one thing that's wrong or one thing out of line, and they will deem your policy void and they will keep all of your money. I've even seen some attempt to prosecute with criminal charges and civil charges to even get more money and cause even more problems. So, yes, this is an important decision that you're going to make. Um, will you have to go through a lot like that for $1 million policy now? There, I highly doubt it now. Because of the simple fact that there's so many, they've deregulated the industry, so there's so many providers out there, and these providers out there are going to, well, hey, State Farm, they do an extensive background on these people. We're not going to do that, and there might be a perk or a benefit for someone to not have them all in their business. However, it might be, hey, you got to pay 2-3 grand a month for coverage. There's a pro and con to it. So I mean, there's some, I'm pretty sure there's some out there now that don't provide that. I just know Northwestern Mutual, $1 million policy, they in your business. Um, As a matter of fact, they even had to approve a decision to even service me at that time. I had to get a letter in the mail stating that, hey, you've been approved for service. You can now visit with your agent and then move forward with premiums, signing paperwork, and all that other stuff for solidification. But yeah, you are right. Now, getting back to, I'm gonna back up a little bit. Again, there's different coverages and there's different costs per age group, per health condition. Example, you might pay, let's say, You might pay $75 to $100 as a healthy meaning no health issues, between 30 or 40 years old for a coverage that might be $300,000. Might be $300,000 coverage. Uh, in that same situation, you might have a 50-year-old paying $150 to $250 for that same coverage. Um, you might have healthy 20-year-olds paying $20 to $50 for that same coverage. Now, you might you're gonna for my smokers, right? Let me cover this. So for my smokers, you are going to pay twice to three times as much as a healthy individual is going to pay. Please do not lie and tell them you don't smoke when you do. Here's an example. I got a partner who people is rich, well off. They got oil money, but they were staying in an area where it's hood, big houses, hood. The house that they lived in, again, they inherited, etc. But the grandfather made a policy on the grandkid, and the grandkid, when the policy was made, I want to say he was, what age did he tell me he was? I don't want to get the line. I want to say he was 22. I want to say he was 22. Um, and at the time that the policy started, he wasn't smoking. However, again, things change. People grow, people get into shit, people go different ways in life. Heavy marijuana smoker, heavy cigarette smoker. He ended up catching lung cancer, I want to say, by the time he was 33. He ended up catching lung cancer. Well, he caught lung cancer and didn't go get checked when he was coughing up blood and shit. He just kept on with his own normal life, and he ended up uh, getting what did so let me explain it right. We was at a party, and he ended up, you know how you might end up doing stupid shit. If you at a college party, you might have a group of people over here getting drunk, playing games, getting drunk, right? Well, visualize that situation, and motherfuckers is just smoking, getting high, and the motherfucker is got a homemade bomb. So these motherfuckers to put a fishbowl, one of the big fish bowls over his head, and connect that motherfucker to a bomb and smoke him out. As they smoke him out, he passes out. He comes to, but then as we're leaving, he passed out again. Had to call the police. Call an ambulance, get him to the hospital. He was in the hospital 2 weeks, and while he was in there, they did they did a biopsy on his lungs, on his bronchial tube, and on his respiratory system. After he got out, again, he wasn't breathing normal. He was wheezing, et cetera, et cetera. It was bad. Um, End up finding out he had uh, lung cancer, level 4, turn 4 lung cancer. And um, his people was, shocked or whatnot, not knowing, I don't know how they didn't know, but not knowing that, he done caught this and that and the other. RIP to my bro Trey. He ended up passing 5 months later after that.
Crash
Now,
out. Family and long live Trey.
Long live Trey. Um, the fucked up part about it is they had the money to bury him, but the insurance policy that they put on him that was supposed to cover that didn't cover that, and that was like literally a good 25, 30 grand paid into it, gone. What we can't happen as a family is that, because I don't know about y'all, but I can't take no $25,000, $30,000 L. You know,
Absolutely not. Like for all of that, you could have just took that to the funeral home directly and said, hold this for when something happens. What the hell?
right? And that's what ended up happening in that situation. So please, family, if I don't beg you enough, I ain't no begging ass nigga, but I'm just saying, I would hate for my people to be informed to this point or have the understanding now of what's needed for protection when that time comes, and you don't heed to the fact that you do your own research on yourself to ensure that this policy that I'm going to institute for me and coverage for me and mine is going to actually cover me and mine. I mean, literally make sure that it's that important. Don't just go throw no money toward no bullshit, and then next thing you know, your peoples have problems burying you because of negligence, so to say. Because at this point, it's negligence. I'm letting you know what can possibly happen. So, with that being said, let's go in depth a little bit about this index universal life insurance for the cash value. Go ahead and put up the slides, sis. We're gonna go one by one on these and go in depth into them. All right. So index universal life insurance, as y'all can see, it's a type of permanent life insurance policy that offers both a death benefit and a cash value component that can earn interest based on the stock market index. So basically your coverage will be connected to a accumulation account. So let's do this. I'm gonna cover this now. Go ahead and jot this down. We're gonna go ahead and jot this down real quick. I want you to jot this down, y'all. Let's say you got Becky. We're gonna use name Becky for a second. I want you to draw a line. I want you to draw an actual stick figure and put Becky over her head. Literally. Now Becky works for
Why she gotta be Becky though?
what, you want her to be Bone Quisha? Okay, she could be Bone Quisha. That's what we got.
Call her Renee.
Renee.
Corinne. Corinne. Let's call her Corinne.
Really? Okay, Kareem. Karen Kareem, that's who this is. She she has a family, and right now she wants to make sure that she's covered for her kids. She want to make sure she's taken care of. So she want to put $500, right? $500. She put $500 in the index universal life insurance. So you got Kareem, and you got an arrow going towards the $500. Up under the $500, you're going to put index life insurance. And then you're going to draw another arrow on the right side of that and put insurance company. And $500 each month that she pays, she's paying to Northwestern Mutual Insurance Company, for example. And each month, that money is going toward that insurance, going to the insurance company to support the index universal life insurance that she has covered with her agent that's going to benefit her. Now, to the right of that insurance company, you're going to draw an arrow, one arrow going to the right up, and then you're going to draw another arrow to the right down. these arrows is the top arrow is going to be 10% of that $500. 10%, which is $50. That $50 is going to be going towards the, let's say, $250,000 death benefit that she has. That's a part of that index universal life insurance. And this is monthly. So you got $250,000 worth of death benefit coverage. Now, is it going to cost $250,000 to bury her? Only if you want unicorns and you want Keith Sweat to sing at the funeral, and you want the United States Army to fly over the plot when they're lowering her down. You want a gun squad.
I tell you to come. Soon it will be done.
Well, y'all understand what I'm saying. It's not going to cost $250,000 for that burial unless you go all out. However, in our times, we just want to make sure that their final expenses is taken care of and they're buried just like anybody else, a normal person. $250,000 is not going to be used all for that. So, whenever that timely event happens, after everything is taken care of, you will get the end of that. Now, we're going to hold that money in the left hand, and we're going to come back to that money in a minute. You got the other arrow with the money going to the right down, and that's going to be the other 40%, which is $450, and that's going to go into an accumulation account. That accumulation account is what is connected to the index stock market. Whether that goes up, you will receive dividends for that in that account. If it goes down, guess what? You don't lose no money because it's linked to, not a part of. That's where you get the benefit of betting on motherfuckers shooting dice, and if he hit, you hit. But if he don't hit, you don't lose no money neither. You know what I'm saying? That's what this is. The best way to explain that. Now that accumulation money.
Let's don't go shooting in Houston with Jay Prince now.
Oh damn! R.I.P. Takeoff, man. Oh Lord. So you want to draw another arrow going to the right or down, and you want to put cash value account there because the money that is coming from that accumulation account is going to be pushed into your cash value account, which is your personal bank portion of this policy. And we'll come back to that later on with the money that's in your left hand. The money going into this cash value account, it accumulates over the time period of this policy as money goes into it. With that being said, this cash value account, once it gets to a certain amount, you could then Kareem could definitely look at it at a certain point and look at it. Well, I like doing hair. I've been a beautician or whatever. I want to go in business for myself. I don't have the credit or whatever to go to a regular bank, get the money to start my own business. But I do see where I've accrued $30,000 in cash value on this account. What Kareem then does is goes to the insurance company and says, hey, I would like a tax-free loan on the cash value account that I've accumulated. From there, she gets $30,000. What the company will do is give you a loan against the amount that you have in your cash value account that's being pushed over from the accumulation account, where You've built cash value over the months, over the years. You can then borrow against it, and you have a tax-free $30,000. Well, damn, what can Kareem do now with this $30,000? She can now start her a business. She can go get rent out a space. She can go get her beautician supplies, curling irons, her seats, and all that good stuff. Decorate the business, advertise the business, etc., etc., etc. Now, at this point, Kareem has started a business. She got money coming in. Boom. She's now paying back that cash loan, the tax-free loan against her cash value account, so she can use it again later on in life if she needs to use it again for whatever reason. Let's say she done paid it all back now. She got a successful business for money that was tax-free that she don't have to report. Now she has a business. Now I have $70,000 in profits. I need another, let's say another $170,000 so I can put down on this home I want to get, this $1 million house I want to get. I mean, let's say, yeah, let's say $800,000 home. Well, she then, after she's paid that, she can go back and look at her cash value account. Maybe by that time, she's accumulated $170,000. Let's say she does. She could then go back to the insurance company and say, "Hey, I like to borrow against my cash value account. I need $170,000. You're gonna borrow that 170 against the 170 that you have in there. And mind you this, you don't have to borrow all the money that's there, but I know us. We're gonna get all of it. She's gonna borrow that 170,000. She's going to put that with the money she already has. Boom, she's put down on our $800,000 house she now has. She's paying back into it. Business is doing well. She done open up another location. She's paying that cash value back. She done borrowed twice to start a business and purchase a house without going to Bank of America, Wells Fargo, or getting a loan from anybody outside of what she already has. Why? Because basically she's created her own bank option with this policy. This is the whole reason why I'm bringing this to y'all's attention, my people's attention, because this is the plan B to everything. Literally, it's the plan B to everything. I mean, you go to a bank, you borrow money. I know everybody done been to the bank and tried to get a loan from somewhere, whether it's the bank or whether it's vendors online where you done tried to go online and, hey, I need $500, $1,000, whatever, for whatever need. Maybe you need to pay a bill or you try to go out or something, and you get the error message. Unfortunately, we're not able to approve you at this time. You're gonna get a letter in the mail saying why we denied you. Fuck that shit. You ain't gotta do or go through that. You can provide your own solution by implementing this structure here. So, with that being said, again, you got Kareem who started just putting $500 into an index universal life insurance policy that ultimately invested 10% a month into 250K death benefit and 40% into an accumulation account that over the months and years built cash value that is tax free into a to helping her acquire a business and acquire a home in the future on two separate occasions.
That is a super way for Corinne to use her head.
Exactly. And that's how you avoid these banks saying no to you. You ain't even got to go to them. You can grab your crotch, hold up the middle finger, and go to your insurance company. You ain't got to go pawn nothing and try to go get no money. You go right there to your your index universal life insurance setup that you have implemented for yourself, and hopefully you will implement that for others. Let's go now. Let's bag up and I'm gonna rewind. Let's go into these clips, these slideshow. Now we've already covered. Oh, okay, there we go. So he say, who should buy IUL insurance? You got to check next to high income earners who've maxed out other tax advantage accounts. Now I want y'all to look at that. High income earners who've maxed out other tax advantage accounts. So that means that if you're a high income earner, more than likely you know or have been informed about other tax advantage strategies that are out there, which also lets you know
That
that
they're not looking at it like something they need to go. Oh, excuse me. For death. It's something that will
Mhm.
help them in life while they're alive.
While you're living, exactly. You got business owners, entrepreneurs, estate planning enthusiasts, which is your estate planning attorneys and all that other stuff, and then you got those seeking retirement income flexibility. That's us. The retirement income flexibility. That's us. That's basically what we want. We want to be able to have an easier life down the road, if not as soon as possible. We are in that category there.
Absolutely.
Let's go to the other. Let's go to the next one. Now, the IUL for kids. This is important. Just now, once you get yourself straight, you ain't got no choice but to ensure that your kids are straight. And once you have the understanding, you are held accountable. So you can have your structures in place that will take care of them outside of the will and all that other stuff, etc. Other things that you set up, but you can also implement this plan B along with that. Because again, other tax advantage options, as you saw on the last slide. You got long-term protection, which provide permanent life insurance coverage from a young age, often at a lower premium rate. Yeah, of course. If you put a 10-year-old on a URL and you create a structure for that, of course it's going to be cheaper. The older you get, it gets more until you get to around 50 or 60. And then there's set structures for seniors and hospice. I mean, for seniors and those that are a part of different health issues and conditions, there's different programs for them that won't break the bank also. You
Now,
got
do
cash.
those
Go
prices,
ahead.
I mean, does the age on that differ at very like it does the age of retirement?
Yes. You can set that. Some companies have it where the age of retirement is the same age of retirement as Social Security deems it, which most insurance companies go by that. But there's some out there that has, okay, what age do you want to retire by? You can say, well, shit, I don't want to work past 55. Well, the structure is going to be created and it's going to ensure by the time you're 55 that you can retire. It depends on the option that's provided by the insurance company and whether they deem you in full control of that, or they say, hey, retirement age is this age, just like Social Security deems it. So Mainly, a lot of the insurance companies go along with Social Security. They go with their guidelines as far
Okay.
as retirement is. But there is structures out there where you can say, like I said, I want to retire by 55. I want to work no more. Hey, I want to set up a plan that covers us and also takes care of me with my goal of not working past 55.
Right.
So you got flexible use of funds. The accumulated cash value can be used later in life for college, first home, or even retirement. We've covered that. Tax-free loans. Funds can be borrowed tax-free against the policy, offering financial flexibility. We've covered an example on that too. Lock-in insurability guarantees life insurance coverage regardless of future health issues. This is a good one. So even though there are locked-in guarantees with certain ones, that's not the case. Example, my partner Trey. That's an example. Mind you, that happened before the recent changes. They changed, I want to say they changed the uh, uh, policies on that. I want to say about a good 3 or 4 years. I want to say COVID years when they changed everything. Uh, of course, they changed because of COVID, because of what was going on, to ensure they didn't get hit because of what was going on, people passing because of COVID, et cetera, et cetera. But with that restructure, it also, they had to restructure some things to where it actually benefited for us, those that did survive that. So I also want to give my condolences to everybody that lost someone during COVID. Uh, that was definitely a hard time for the world at that time. So definitely my condolences to anyone that lost someone in COVID. I know I lost people. I'm pretty sure everybody did, or knows of someone that died from that time period. What's the next slide? Let's go to the next. Oh, there we go. All right. So you got term versus cash value, and again, we reiterating things here. Term is a protection for a limited time or a term. It's only for a specific time period. It's not your uh, entire lifespan, so to say, which is very key and important for you to ensure that you are getting into certainty and assurance. Make sure you keep certainty and insurance in your mind to ensure that you're getting what you want out of that policy. Um, you got they term offers lower premiums but no cash value, and then you also provides protection. Term provides protection for specific needs such as mortgage, college tuition, or while your kids are are young. Hmm. No, 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 no. I think that's backwards. That's backwards. That last one shouldn't be there. It
My
should be just,
apologies. Okay, my apologies.
yeah. That's the last. That. But
I want y'all to know that I stuck these visuals. Slump ain't even know. Okay, it was me. It was me. It was me. It was me. Okay, it was me.
Hey, look. Let me tell y'all something. Sis literally laid this out because me personally, she'll tell you. I literally told her earlier. I say, look, if my peoples or people that are listening to this are not going to automatically know to write this stuff down, then it's just gonna go in one out the other anyway. I don't want to make it easy for nobody because I want to make sure that I strike that nerve to, hey, let me write this down, because that's the part that we talked about last week about taking action and executing. We got to make that decision ourselves personally to act and execute. And I mean, honestly, if you ain't willing to, as you listen to this, to grab a pen and paper to write something down while you're listening to it, then that's on you. You got a whole another problem.
But
You
I'm
got a whole
extra
other issue.
AF and like it's my mother fault. And so like
Mhm.
I could take the screenshot, right? And I'm gonna take that back and go to my phone and I'm gonna write that down. I'm probably gonna write it down 3 times at least,
Shit, I mean,
from
hey,
that
look,
screenshot.
that's what you see. I'm a little sneaky myself because that gives you 3 views. You know what I
Right.
mean? So, but at the same time, that's what you got to do when you are listening to information. You want to
See,
make
and
sure you
Rob's
get it
at
right.
work. See, Rob, you could just take the screenshot and then when you get home, that's what I'm saying. See, I'm extra
Yeah,
for a
yeah.
reason.
Yeah, IUL is a lot better than 401k because 401k is connected to profit and loss of a company. Example, I got an uncle that's a corrections officer. He had 401k and Fidelity. I can't remember what his 401k was connected to outside of that, but he's Fidelity Services 401k. And when COVID hit, he lost 35 grand out of his 401k. He was pissed. As matter of fact, my aunt told me they had to remodel their bedroom because he broke so much shit in that motherfucker. He was pissed. He was hot. But you're absolutely right, Rob. Way better than 401k. 401k is connected fully, whereas a UIL is only an associate. So, that's absolutely correct. Um, so with that being said, I mean, sis, we done covered it all. But guess what? I got one question before while I'm ending now. I got one question for you.
Okay.
Once you sit family, I need y'all to put this in the chat. If you was here last week, what all do you after you set this structure up for yourself and for your family? What are you gonna do with this policy? Where are you gonna put this at?
We are opening up the panel now, y'all. Okay. And we still paying for StreamYard, and it's something we want to get to everybody. So if you want to come up and stream it to your audience to make sure they get all this good stuff, you're more than welcome to. Get it while the getting is good.
Hmm. And I need my family to answer that question though. Where
All
do
right.
you where are you gonna put this structure at once you've
In my
created it?
trust.
God damn it, where the bell? It's the only time I want you to play the bell.
Hold on. Here you go. Ah! Say ow. Ow.
Hey, sis. Hey, Miss T. Now you know where it is. It's right there next to the computer.
No, I had to wrench for it. I had to wrench for it. I had to wrench
but
for it, sis.
yeah, but you're absolutely right. Now, I will say that you don't have to put this into your trust. However, it behooves you not to because you don't have everything else. Last week, we discussed about putting everything into that structure. It's for protection and tax benefit purposes. You might as well put this on in there too to ensure that this goes along with your trust. Now let's go. This is question B. When let's say when Kareem dies, she passes, that money that she has in her left hand, well, of course she had there, but that money that was there that's not going to that after they complete the final businesses and burials and all that good stuff, that money that's left over, where's that gonna go, family?
In the trust.
There you go. It's gonna go in the trust too. It's gonna go there too.
Everything in the trust. I say everything in the trust. Everything in the trust. Okay, go ahead.
Now, we spoke a couple of lives back where the death benefit, Once one person dies, it goes back into the trust, goes back into the index life insurance policy structures that you have going downward for your kids. That is that part that I'm talking about now. That money is going to replenish. So, for example, let's say that $250,000, let's say it only take $30,000 to conduct a final business. You got 220K left. What are you going to do with that? Well, hopefully you have set up a structure where that whole 200 something $1,000 goes back into your trust to where it compounds, or hopefully you have set structure and instructions,
To
living will and
invest.
trust, living will and trust. That's a whole nother segment that we'll cover later. Or invest. However, you wanted to touch that trust
First.
before you go invest. Because remember, you're not the owner. You're the
Absolutely not.
trustee. You're the trustee.
And then you have your clauses put in place.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You have your
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
you structure it right and it'll flow.
Exactly. Do y'all see where you see where we're going now?
I'm picking
I
up what
hope
you're putting down.
the light bulb is clicking now. Y'all see where the benefit comes from now. See what how this works, how it will work if you do it efficiently. And by all means, let me tell y'all this. You don't have to go get no $100,000
Now
policy.
see there you go, because
You
I
don't.
promised on copper skin Jesus with the woolly hair. I was in my head saying, yup, now all I need is the 100,000, 5,000,000. And I could start.
Well, I'm saying that to say this. You can get a small $80,000 policy. That's the start as long as you do it. That means there's going to be money there. That means it's going to make somebody's life, whether it's your kids, grandkids, great grandkids, your husband, wife, partner, whoever you want to make sure they're good, at least for a small period of time, they're going to be good for that small period of time.
But all of
Sometimes,
their insurance policies are in the trust as well. So it's for all of them and it should last longer than their life, right? I mean, because
exactly, because
okay.
you ain't even got to go into touching their shit. You see what I'm saying? It's there. You already have a structure set for how you want money dispersed. You already have the structure in place for them to be successful, to have an easier time getting on. You know what I'm saying? We gonna use that term now. We want you to get on and stay on. You know what I'm saying? That right there is what is going to be used to help you get to that point. That way, when they get to that point, they can worry about other shit, not the shit that we had to worry about coming up. See, that's the Rockefeller and the Orsini's. That's what they did. That's how they structured their situation to ensure that they, of course, they had a whole different purpose for doing this shit, but that's the structure in place. All we want is to take care of and give our kids the opportunity to have a better life sooner than we did. We don't want them to go through the same issues. We want them to be able to problem solve some other shit they ain't got to deal with, paying the bills, wondering where they're going
Go
to stay,
find some
wondering
new
where they're going to eat.
issues.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we need their issue to be damn. I might have to sell this business over here because I don't
Right.
have time to run it. You know, we want different issues. We want that generational wealth cycle to be already taken care of. And it's a start. It start with us. That's why I say there's no amount too small. I mean, we literally, I mean, I want you to think, I want family, I want y'all to think about this shit, like for real. I want y'all to think about the smallest habit you got. How much money do
Mhm.
you put into that habit on a regular? How much do it cost you each day or each other day or however much it costs
500
you
annually.
on a day? Okay, 500 annually, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you take that 500 that you are investing into that, and you put that 500 in the situation, in the example I just did, what it's gonna do for you? I'm just saying it's there. You can do it. You have to make up the mind yourself that you want this is the route you want to go.
Discipline.
Exactly. That's all it takes. That's all it fucking takes. And I'm gonna be honest, family. As far as houses, cars, I don't know. I don't know everybody's situation. I don't care. But I guarantee you, if you use this mind frame, if I'm 20 years old, I'm fresh out of school, I'm broke. I might got a side job where I'm working at the grocery store. I'm making 500 every 2 weeks. I can still take $100 out of that and put it towards something like this, and it be worth still 20 something, 30 something, 40 something $1,000 when I really need it. By the time I'm 30, okay, I have a young gal that I've been dating, I'm getting ready to marry her. I have 20, $30,000 in the index universal life insurance structure. I'm gonna take this right here. I'm gonna get married. I'm gonna go on a honeymoon. This is gonna give us a new start. Let me go pay up a year lease on a nice apartment. I'm gonna go put down on a badass car. Make sure I can get around, or I'm gonna go get a cash car just for us to get around. You know, it it puts them in that person in that situation in a better situation. No, it might not be used to. Oh, I'm gonna be I'm riding in a Bentley. Nah, that ain't what this is for. This is to put this on your brain to make sure you got a little bit more money in your pocket when you need it. When you think of it like that, you have a whole different outlook on shit. Yeah, of
Or
course. Once you got your shit together, yeah, you can do this for any of whatever you choose to do with it. But I'm just saying,
if we could
let's
be
be.
on par with it, because we are entertaining right now, right? We're content creators. This is a production, right? And so I want to
Yeah.
be on par to the course when it comes to the entertainment industry. Let me try to paraphrase what I think you just said. If if
Hold up, before you say that, pause. I see Rob say, "Hey, Slump, can you do my taxes?" No, sir.
Oh, I had
No,
lied and
sir.
said that you do taxes and that you sell insurance.
No, this
I
motherfucker.
did. I had been lied in the chat. I did. I did.
No, I know how to do taxes, brother, but I ain't doing them. I am being honest with you. I ain't, no sir, no sir. I'm not doing no taxes. Not with the way I done seen, motherfuckers on here be. No, sir. If you got a question, I can answer your question. I can help you,
Sis got a
but I'm a,
question.
but I'm gonna be honest with you though, Rob. You got TurboTax out there now, dog. You don't need nobody help. It's that simple.
Line for line.
Straight up, and you get all your money back, bro. I'm gonna be 100. Shit, it is what it is. But no, no, sir, I don't do taxes. I'm not an insurance agent at all. And with that being said, this is for educational purposes only, entertainment purposes only. I am not an insurance agent. I just know the terms, and I'm advising y'all on shit I already know that I'm doing for myself. And this is actually the second time I'm doing this. I did it before and had some shit had set up again. That was before the feds. This is post Fed era, and I have some structure in place. It's not that much like I did at first, but again, my kids are still good with the way I got shit structured. I still right. So, okay,
You
hold
want
up.
me to stop?
Nah, nah, you good. I done adapted to it now. You know, yeah. Hey, I'm a ex trapper, man. We adapt to shit.
So
Um,
that's what I was saying. So let's just say Mama done came to you and stuff, and shit, you young and your brain ain't fully developed. Your frontal lobe still let's shout. And you live in the hood. You can't help where you come from, right? You can't just turn to the hood. And Unc by love done come to you, man. Unc done dropped off something to you, and but Unc don't. When it come to business, it's business. Unc don't care how much he love you, though, right?
Yeah.
And you got to get it. You got to get that money back to him. You
Hmm.
got to make that money come back first. You got to be disciplined. You can't go around thinking that just because you made $200, you got $200. You ain't got nothing.
You ain't got shit.
Yeah, you starting off in the hole. Don't even think your money is. It ain't yours no more. It ain't your money. You just making it. So
Exactly.
you always have it there.
So I'm gonna lace you up on what I was told when I was out there. Oh, Clucker told me this shit. True
They
enough.
always have the best advice. I swear to God.
True enough. It's a Clucker
Long
told
live
me this shit.
Favon.
And so look, Clucker told me this shit straight up. You don't have a plug until you is one. You don't have a plug unless until you is one. Yeah. Um, and and from my brothers that have been there, for my sisters that have been there, if you hear that, you understand exactly what I'm saying. Because ultimately, you consider po hustling if you ain't the plug. With that being said, you got to carry yourself as such. For me, I wasn't doing it for no to be cool or for no jewels or none of that shit, nothing like that. I was actually doing that shit to pay bills. And I wasn't no heavyweight pusher. I wasn't pushing no 4, 5 keys like on McGraw Ave and shit. No, I wouldn't. I just had a consistent basis. Every once in a while, I would run into a play that would be that much, but it wasn't that 85% of the time. It was enough for me to pay bills while I was in school, make sure my mama was good, throw change in her pocket, help my play sisters that was around me, help my partners that was around me every once in a while, help my family members every once in a while that was around me. It was enough to be hood comfortable. It wasn't even hood rich. It was hood comfortable. So, you know, and I was able to do that consistently for a long time without getting caught up. You know what I'm saying? I did a lot in my time. Trust me, let me tell you. Um, Now, I need to answer my sis question, Miss T question. Show that again. You had it up there. What was she asking? Can you do my insurance policy, please? Sister, as much as I would love to do it, I can't. Here's why. Because again, your situation is totally different. I can advise you on what I believe that you should go and do, but ultimately you will have to visit an agent, a trustworthy agent that represents the company that will provide you.
Wrong answer.
That's
You're supposed to
oh,
say, sis, we need to start an agency and train some so we'll have some. We need some people to do. We need to start an agency. What are you doing?
uh, no, and here's why. Um, I've went my whole life without having them folks in my life, and starting an agency would literally bring them to you. No, I don't want that smoke with them folks.
Okay, well
And
we're a team, so your position would be a different position. What are you doing? And it'll be
no,
all
man,
legit. You don't have to.
no,
I got a
no,
brother
man.
who's a veteran and still can't go on business documents. He has to be staffed.
Mm-mm. You not understanding me. You not picking up what I'm putting down. There is a lot that goes along with offering insurance. I'm telling you,
Okay.
they are held to the fire just like pastors. Let me look. I'm for real about that. I will, like I said, Miss T, I love you, but I want to make sure. Look, you got to go to a trustworthy agent that is certified in the state that you in, that works for the reputable company that offers the benefits for the structure that you want to compile and make. I will get on the call with you later on, and I will advise you what company will best fit you and what policy would best fit your situation. However, you might very well get that advice from me and then go to that agent and find you one, and they come up with a whole different structure that actually fit better than what I've advised. Of course, you would have to go with the agent because the agent is licensed in your state for that. It's a reason for that. They have to. They are held. Like if they give you the wrong information, they could go to prison. Like for real. Is that real? Is that serious? And you can and they could be not intentionally trying to guide you in the wrong direction. They could be ill-informed themselves. However, the licensing association that is over all of that is going to deem that as malpractice, and they will get prosecuted. It ain't no if about it. They gonna prosecute. Somebody got to
I'm
be.
crying. I'm crying. Do you know what
Hmm?
you just did to a little girl's dream? To the inner child in me? You said because I was from the hood, I couldn't do it legitimately and efficiently.
No, no, I did not say that. No, I did not say that. What I said was,
You said we couldn't
I
do
don't want the smoke at
it.
all. I me, myself, and I. Like what would Beyonce say? It's just me, myself, and I. Is all I have in the end. That's what I found out. That's me. For
Oh, you for
real.
real, for real? You singing?
Nigga.
You for
Hey,
real, for real?
I don't hey, I'm a single father. I gotta be here for them. Do you understand me?
Already,
Do you understand me?
already, bro. Already.
I am not with you today. I'm through with you today, dog.
Okay, never mind, never mind.
I'm telling you. But no, but sis, I got you though. I got you though for any questions. I got you. But yeah, I can't take that you know.
So you could be a why does this word always go blank in my head now? I guess because I've said it so many times.
A brother. I'm gonna be a
Consultant.
brother. I'm gonna be a brother
Consult
and God and advise you on what I know. A brother.
a
That's what you get.
consultant. I'm
Yeah,
saying
for
that they
sure.
have apps now that allow you to just answer questions, random
Well,
questions
yeah.
that people have, and you get paid for it.
Yeah, yeah. And matter of fact, I'm gonna do even better. So, Miss T, put your purse. Okay, so you can go to Gemini or ChatGPT. Actually, put your situation in and see what it tell you. You could even do that. And you know what? We can. You know what? We're gonna do that on the call together. We're gonna do that on the call together, just to make sure that what I'm saying is correct. And then the second opinion is gonna be Gemini or ChatGPT, etc. We can do
It's gonna
that.
be Slump No Network. It's an alternative for people who would not like to ride this AI wave. It's an app where you actually get to chat with real people.
But really, to be honest with you, what you're doing is with. See, that's the thing, though. I don't. That's a no. That's a whole nother live in itself too. With the AI going sentient, that's a whole nother live. But there is a portion where AI is being, fed questions. And I believe in that time period, it is just okay. It's just regurgitating what other people have put in it. Now,
Correct.
when they're going sentient, that's a whole nother. That ain't us no more. That's the
That's the
antichrist shit. That's
supercomputer. They call it the
yeah,
supercomputer.
yeah, for
Every
sure.
movie depicting it names it something different. There's always a mother computer, mother brain. But yeah, that is a
Right.
whole show.
Yeah. But um, yeah. Well, that's. I mean, that's literally it. I knew it was gonna be a shorter segment than usual. For this because it's straight to the point. Straight to it. Um, do you or the family in the chat got anything else for me? Any questions, anything like that?
I think I caught up. I mean, I caught on. I was with you. I was with you. I think we got a great understanding, and just by the first question you asked, follow up question lets me know that yeah, I was on the right track because that's where my head was. I just want to extend an offer to anybody watching the replay, catching some of these clips. Um, if you have any questions, if you got some insight that you want to share, let me tell y'all what I see. Let me tell you what I see and what I'm asking, what I'm looking for. Well, I ain't even looking, it's gonna come. I need us to start having these kind of conversations. And I need us to also have a space where we can hear it, where we understand it. We can speak to us. I want us
Yeah.
to be able to speak to us. I don't want it to get lost in politically correctness where people feel like they can't ask because we speaking in a way that make them feel like we'll think they slow or some shit. Nah. This the domino table. This the pity
Yeah.
pat table. This the $5 tunk, $10. Yeah,
Yeah, I get it.
yeah. And so that's it. I just see it going there. So I invite y'all too. If you got some insight, you want to come up here and run it. Y'all want to put Madame off the panel and have the men up here, you know what I'm saying, gaming us ladies up. We need y'all. If y'all got insight on whatever, just drop it in the comments. Hit me up on IG. Y'all know how to get in touch with me. And that's it.
You know what?
Hmm?
Okay. Is my audio messed up? Can you
No,
hear me? I'm
yes,
good. Okay.
yes.
I'll tell you one thing I want to discuss. I definitely want to discuss interactions between male and female and how male and female see each other. I want to discuss that for sure because I
Oh,
definitely
that's
want
a
to.
good one.
I definitely want to. I'm I'm definitely wanting to answer some questions because I understand that my sisters view us brothers in a certain sight and perspective, and I want to nip that in the bud. I
So
definitely
you
want
want
to.
to have a hey big head, come here. Let's get to know each other. You want one of them?
I need no. I need to no. Well,
It ain't got
somewhat.
a big head. Ain't I call my brother big head? Big head, fuck. You know?
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
I want to make sure. I want to make sure that my sisters is knowing that all of us is not what you see us to be, and I want to give you certainty that all of us don't see y'all as y'all think that we see y'all. Um, but that definitely needs to be a conversation. And I would think, and you know what, I really want to do that next segment.
Cool.
That needs to be had ASAP.
Cool,
Cause
because you and DG and them forced it out. UDG and Lawrence forced it out of me last night. Was trying to be politically correct. I told Miss Piggy. I said, ooh, they forced it out of me, and then they laughed.
yeah, yeah, I really, that conversation got to happen sooner than later. I'm seeing things in the sector going left, and it's not looking good. It's unfortunate and it's
Ugh,
disappointing. It's disappointing. I want to revive some shit. As far as positivity, as far as how it should be, what it could be if allowed to be. Um, and yeah, we need to set that up. Um, if it's not this next segment, Then it's gonna be the following segment. I don't know. I don't know, sis, if I'm gonna be available next Monday because I got some shit that I need to put in place for
That's
my
cool
grandmother.
because I want to
Um,
start out. I want to start out with Of course, I'm behind. My little our little walk down to August 24th. So we
okay.
could just substitute a day, next week. If we
Yeah.
can have a bye week. This is your third episode. You,
And I appreciate again. I appreciate you, sis, for allowing me to use your panel to get some info out there to my peoples. And I really hope I bless somebody. I really hope that again, let me rephrase. I don't want to use bless. I really hope that I've educated somebody and informed somebody to the point to where they can at least do their own research and look into it. If you feel like it ain't for you, then understood. Everything is understood. However, I really believe that this could benefit everybody in some shape, form, or fashion with just a little bit of discipline. Because I'm pretty sure. I mean, it's going to be some point in your life where you wish you had a little bit more for a specific situation. And if you ain't got that rainy days setback, or if you ain't hit the lottery, or if you ain't got monies put back, this could be a plan B to ensure that you at least don't get swept off. If you don't get hit with the street sweeper.
with the ooh squash squeeze squash.
Yeah.
Hop on board. Hop the fuck on board, y'all. Don't get caught slipping. Y'all need to come over here and suck up this game, okay? But brother, this is what I need from you though. In that
What's up?
episode, if a motherfucker, if it's just in their genetic makeup to tell a motherfucker they got the right to be ungrateful when they have nothing, speak to them where they at. Don't try to flip them over.
Yeah, yeah. Understood. Understood. That was understood at an early age. That really was understood at an early age. Uh, I got you. I got you on that for sure.
Yeah, cause they need guidance. Everybody need guidance. It's just for every corner is a flip side. So I think we'd do better just meeting people where they at, man, and guiding them from there. Yeah. So that's what we doing, man. We coming back. Is it my audio, or did my bro go on mute? Cause we ending the show.
No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm here
Okay.
being this stuff. Do your thing.
Okay. All right. So I am the killer. Lord have mercy. The killers in the building. What's up? What's up? I'm glad you at home, Keeler. If you was the Keeler and coming in my house, you wasn't at home. Woo wee. No, but Otto, I hope you gonna hit the panel. I hope you gonna hit the panel the next time. You know what I'm saying, for the next show, for the fellas and the ladies, and the women and the men, and the bitch ass niggas and them hoes to have a conversation. How we gonna title it? I don't know, but we'll be back. So y'all, that's it, bro. Is this some more music? I'm at the laptop now. Is this something you want me to go out to?
uh, yeah. Play Gator Main Murder Verse.
Say less. Pulling that baby up. Well, it ain't gonna never work like that. Why is slow winding? I could have played it on my phone by now. For sure. I've been listening. My body tired. Yeah, you been on that long journey. You old man too, David Banner looking at David Banner looking at it. Did you enjoy yourself when you came here yesterday, Otto? Did you enjoy yourself at the Ponderosa? That's a lie. I'm lying, y'all. I don't know why I lie like that. Let me just pull the goddamn song up on my phone for. I done smoked that reefer. That's my fault.
Oh,
Gator
that's
man.
crazy, man.
Gator man. What? Which one?
Murderverse.
Murder.
Murder verse, 2 words.
Ah, got it. Murder verse.
Listen how you do it. Listen to how you do it.
With a gator, my bitch, and I'm the king of moving kilos, whiter than tuxedos. About to go and feed my people, let's go for my amigo. They like Nino, they call me Look Gambino. My bitches look like they Creole, more money in the casino. Now take a look at the real chill for a nigga. Stay away from feds, spoilers, don't get your head dismembered. My steering will give me tremors, it's like delirious with these syllables, diamonds over emeralds. The way I handle my bitch a real good earner, and my business killer. Uber on, look to move along with bricks on the sale. Bro, another fail. He will fail, yo. I made a bail, bro. Don't get real, get stumped out in the jail. I'm a whale, bro. You a fail. Double pay my trouble, my numbers got golden diamonds. They ain't question when they get on the bubble. I might end on a couple selling diamonds and numbers. I said, mud puddles. Cause the banks keep the money in Louis Vuitton duffels. Moving peas, doing it with ease. Cause all they need to keep fixing the cheese. On these beats like on the bees. Keys, the surface of the breeze. I'm ordering keys, no slip on the grip. I'm breaking the box, stealing bills, screaming rest in peace, nip. I got some dumb biscuits in my gun tip. Plus I bought Toledo Don trip. Like my lungs filled up with confetti. I'm flying the yellow belly with baby out from my bed. And she saying put on that wedding. Suck me up till she wet. I might drive this bitch off the leg. No telling if I come back for a while. You can't see me, Marcus. You fuck with me and you can beat the
Oh, he cold. He would have got me in trouble. When I was younger, he'd have got me in trouble.
He fire. That's a legend. I don't think they could. I don't think the family could hear that song because it kept going in and out.
Oh, for real? My
Yeah,
bad, y'all. Wait a minute. Hold up. Cause we here now. We I done stopped winding. I, shut up, Dubs. Okay? You just shut up. That's what you can do. You can just shut up. Okay? Cause we finna listen to this. Y'all finna get all this. Okay? You finna get all this.
yeah.
So just
Ghetto
yeah.
Man is definitely a legend in the cliff, man. Definitely a legend. Definitely a legend. He back out there. Kitchen Ken is his new shit, and he uh he got a couple of them where he remixing some known beats, and he put pretty much getting his Wayne on. Yeah, I'm glad to see he putting music back out there. I definitely support Gator Man. Shout out to Gator Man. Got to make them remember. Got to make them remember. Uh-oh. She done dropped off.
I just murdered my co-defender. Niggas shot at me, it's not a motion picture. Niggas follow me without no social media. I put you niggas on the poster immediately. Today my itinerary, help your mama write out your obituary. Candy cut this apple over elderberry. I'm a boss. You are my subsidiary, my support. I grew up in that stiffy clippy. All the pretty bitches take it cheeky with me. Hollin' illy and niggas get ignorant with me. Tell me to chill a minute. I was crippin' when you was the titty sippin'. Fuck a bitch with no intermission. You a copycat. I'm a limited edition. My life it was spinning and key in charge of better. Jump off a dirty match. Now we using them for target break. Niggas said I was falling back a bit. I won't take a knee like a pot captain. Yappa bullets be smooth as satin. You can beat it. We ever run out of ammunition. Niggas wanting me dead and buried in a satin casket, but this can't be happening. You gon' think I was rocking on colors when I come and shoot up your family gathering. While the paramedics take your body off, we gon' follow you and blast up the ambulance. On my block in the pair of sandals, Lamborghini fly in a pterodactyl. You gon' make me point a barrel at it. Bentley sicker than a heroin addict. I'm carrying the automatic, apparently they got static, the audacity, the nerve. I'm sick of spraying at you rappers, I think I might go and bulletproof the raptor. I'm sick of playing with you bastards, I put a hole in one like it's the master. I got a bitch that look like Iggy to make me a reservation up for Christ. Azalea, silly shit can really miss me. I might put a loaded 50 to your twist. My bottom bitch is really something. Said pussy ain't got a bun up in the she break. Get money like a Philip Drummond. Get money like I'm gonna tell him sell money. My exotic go for 13.50, but you could go get the loaf for sell money. Get you can't get high and get the munchies. If you got a plate, then I'm the one. Jewelry, bitch, all I got is air and opportunity. I'm from the Holland Hills community. Yeah, bitch, I'm daring you to fool with me. I dare it. Interfering with my goonery usually get you hit up with the toolery. Pussy niggas in my city that I want me dead and buried isn't cool with me.